Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome back to the Crack Pack. What we're about to try is extremely dangerous and you should not do it under any circumstance. Okay, not really. What you're looking at, I was going to make a mob farm. I'm still going to, but I'm not going to do it right now. Basically, my idea is I'll just make 4 grinders, put them down here. We've already got conduit right there anyway. For the auto spawners, so I figured I'd put some cursed earth and make some of that dark glass, throw a couple spawners in here, and then just pipe the mob juice up to the auto spawners. What I want to do, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do this, but I damn near broke my ankle yesterday, and I literally have nothing else to do because I can barely walk. I want to try to work on the 5 times ore processing. And what I figured I'd do, I've set up the salination plant. It's over in the desert. And by the way, I went ahead, I added another electrolytic separator, but I only kept 1 chemical infuser because the separators seemed to be the bottleneck. And I reconfigured all of this a little bit, just so I could put an oxygen tank as a buffer and a hydrogen chloride tank as a buffer as well. So I've got a little flow chart for mechanism for the 5 times processing. We're going to need to make a bunch more machines, and I figure we can, I think we're going to have to make more brine. Let me look at it. We're going to need, we're going to have to make hydrogen chloride, which is basically brine. So I'm going to have to do another salination tower, another electrolytic separator, and whatever that thing is called. I already forgot the name of it. The chemical infuser to make more hydrogen chloride, and then run it through the chemical injection chamber with gunpowder, and then make like 6 more machines. So I figure what we can do is set it all up somewhere else, and I believe the thing you get back, you get crystals. So I want to make a couple of quantum entanglement things and just make another little AE network over there, and then just use either an import bus on the other end and then bring all the crystals into the system, or ender chests. I mean, either way, doesn't really matter. So we need to make singularities, and I've already got, whoa, I forgot to put my storage cluster in there. So we'll put our storage cluster here, I believe. Singularities, and that, I guess that should be going. I've got plenty of cobblestone in this system. Oh yeah, it's working. Okay. I figured I'd put multiple export buses on it in stack mode just to see how fast it would go, since it takes a while to pump 256,000 items into anything. So that's going to take a minute. I don't know if we have a warp book in this. We don't. Maybe I'll make mechanism teleporters. I think they have a distance limitation. I basically have just been TPing since we don't have Mistcraft. I can't make a link book or anything. So basically, I just moved the salination tower over here, and I believe it's in a chunk, and I'm just loading the 1 chunk. So I think what I'll do is I'll build another salination thing right here next to it, and then maybe I'll do everything else underground, because I don't really want to load more chunks than I have to. And I've been using one of these guys with some upgrades. I forget how many I have. I have quite a few. 40 of them. You see it's moving 8 buckets of water a tick. These don't visually connect, but they do fill the thing with water. And then I've just got a tesseract sending everything into the liquid AE storage. So I'm going to do a little bit of work on this. I'm going to build my other salination thing. The setup we have now does not keep up with a quarry, but it does keep up with the laser drill, and that's fine. If we're getting 4 or 5 times the amount of the ore, that's perfectly okay with me. So I'm going to do a little bit of demo. I'll probably wipe out all the sand from this and make a little underground room. And when I'm back, we will set up the singularity things. We'll just power everything with one tesseract since I think we have plenty of power. And then I'll make the necessary machines while I'm gone as well. And then we'll get everything set up. So sit tight. I will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. I think I'm about ready to go. I wasn't paying attention, and I didn't catch this condenser thing when the cobblestone hit 256,000. So I ended up with 3 of these. I didn't do this in the video, but what you do is you grind up an ender pearl into dust. Drop 1 of these on the ground with 1 ender pearl dust, and then blow up some TNT, and you'll get 2 singularities, and these are attached to each other. So we need to build our quantum link chamber over here, and I think I'll put it right here since it has power and everything. And this goes, you make a ring of 8, and then you put this guy in the middle. And you see it changed into a multi-block. Now if we put one of these in here, it starts glowing. It looks really cool. I think I might put some covers on the back of this just so we can't see all the ugliness behind it. So there's our quantum thing. And now we just need to go over to the desert. I have built another salination tower thing. It's pretty big, no big deal. And it's already making brine. I mean, it's full of brine already. It's probably been running for a few hours, but it filled up in no time. I did this in the desert because you get a 2 times multiplier, so you get way more heat. And I made another transfer node thing, and I just made a few mining upgrades. I don't think you get any more than this amount, so you know, the extra 8, it's negligible. Actually, the extra 24, so if I need those for something else, then I'll use them for something else. So I've got all my machines in a chest down here. I basically I just dug the chunk down however many I did. I ran my fluid duct down here with brine in it so we can make the hydrogen chloride. So I think I made a few extra electrolytic separators. So I think I'm going to lay this all out, and then I'm going to hook up the power and stuff. Let me get rid of these things that I don't need anymore. I was doing a little bit of testing, and I can probably throw all this away because as soon as we hook up the quantum thing over here, we'll be able to get to it. So what are we going to need? We're going to need electrolytic separator. We'll make 2 of those for brine. And then only 1 chemical infuser. And then I think I made another electrolytic separator because we have to put oxygen in the other chemical infuser. And I made a bunch of tanks so that we have kind of a buffer so that once the ores catch up, you know, we'll have a little bit of a surplus. So this thing is going to come down right here. I think I'll put these guys in line right below it. What is that? 1 block away? Yep. We'll put them like that. And we'll fluid duct both of them so that they get all the brine. And then I have pressurized tubes, I think, as well. I don't want to grab all this stuff because I kind of have it divided up in the order that I need it. So we've got those, and then we're going to need the chemical infuser again. And I think I'll just do it just like that. I'll run 3 conduits underneath them. And I'll probably hook up the power after I get all this done. So we've already seen this piece. This is old news. The new stuff, the hydrogen chloride that comes out of here, we need to put into a chemical injection chamber, which is this one. And hopefully I only need 1. So I'm going to put it facing this way. I think that it'll just pump right in, and then we're going to have to put gunpowder in the top of it. Or one of the sides, doesn't really matter. So after the chemical injection chamber is the chemical oxidizer. Whichever one that is. I don't know what any of these things look like. Chemical oxidizer. And it looks like it just has an input and an output. So I'll just put it right next to each other. Hopefully it'll work like that. If not, we can rotate it. Probably not a big deal. And then we need a... Oh wait, I did that wrong. It's chemical oxidizer, then chemical infuser. No, I'm right. Never mind. I'm following this flow chart because there's a lot to this. So the chemical infuser gets this stuff and it gets oxygen. So we're going to need the other electrolytic separator and an aqueous accumulator. So let's see, I think oxygen goes out on the right. Hopefully this will take the input from that side, and then what goes in there? Sulfur dioxide, probably a gas. So, well, that didn't work. That does. So I may actually, we'll have to see. I'm going to have to hook this up now because I need to know if the stuff will go into whatever side. And I should have brought an energy cell. I don't think I did. I had one. I think I left it somewhere. Yeah, I did. We'll just hook up the Tesseract. I'm gonna need gunpowder to start the whole process too, so let's put we'll just put it right here, and we will put our quantum link stuff on top of it. And I should have grabbed my terminal while I was over here. I think I can put it right there. Maybe I can't. Maybe I need cable. Maybe let's see, we're receiving power. I think we're receiving power. I can never tell if these things are on. Yeah, nothing there. We'll put a conduit in between them. Well, it's lit up, so, I mean, it should have power. That's weird. Give me just a minute. Okay, that should have fixed it. The conduit on the other side, when I placed it, there we go. The conduit didn't connect to the top of the other quantum field ring, so I just broke the conduit over there and replaced it on the other side. All right, so let's run a little power, and we're going to need gunpowder. And we're going to need to definitely turn up the reactor after this too. Alright, brine's going. Hydrogen chloride's going. That's full. Assuming gunpowder goes in the top, it does. Output's on the right, and let's make it auto-eject. Sulfur dust, okay. It's not going into the oxidizer. Whoa. Now it goes in there. And this probably has to go into one side of that. So I'll probably need to move this over one so we can get everything in it. Let's try that. Yep, sulfur dioxide. So I'll put my separator here. And it should pump the oxygen into that thing. So let's see if that works. And let me go grab a couple buckets of water from upstairs. Oh, hello guys. Someone's having a party. Jeez. That's ridiculous. How am I gonna get in there? Okay, that was close. I mean, well, I have a little armor, I don't have a lot. Okay, we're gonna dump this hydrogen. We don't need that. We're making sulfur trioxide. Okay. I'm wondering if I should have put the accumulator on the other side of this, because we're going to need water for the other thing, the rotary condensator. It gets the sulfur trioxide and, or the rotary condensator gets water, the chemical infuser then gets sulfur trioxide, and then that thing makes sulfuric acid. Let's see, so that's going to output sulfur trioxide. Let me get my chemical infuser. Okay. And that has two sides, of course. We got trioxide there. Let's get our condensator thing. Which one is it? This one. And I think I can probably just run a fluid duct underneath to it. So the gas goes in there and the liquid comes in the right, apparently. I think that's what it means, G and L. And we have to... I don't remember if we want to condensate or decondensate. guess we'll see. I'm probably gonna have to move my elevators, but that's okay. Whoops, didn't want to do that one. Alright, water. Water vapor. I probably didn't need to put that right there. Yeah, I did. Is that coming in? Yep, we have sulfuric acid, which I'm assuming will come out the front. And that goes into the chemical dissolution chamber. I'm not sure if that is a gas or a liquid. It's a gas, okay. No, don't do that. Yeah, of course it's a gas. Okay. So now we only need 3 more machines. The chemical dissolution chamber, the chemical washer, and then the crystallizer. So I can probably just line them up like this. Let's see. Can I just put that right there? I got it, and the ores go in this one, so we'll do it like that, and this. What goes next? The washer, and then apparently the washer gets water also. I don't know if it goes in a certain side. It probably does. Probably goes in the top, knowing my luck. Actually, let's try that. Yep, there it is. Okay, chemical washer. So let's put that thing on front, and then we'll put the crystallizer right here. So the ores are only going to go in this machine and then, excuse me, work their way across. And we do have sulfuric acid. What did I run out of? Oh, I got, my wires got crossed when that pressurized tube connected. So we'll just replace all those. And I'm probably don't have any brine in there because it is night. I think I have to break that. I think they retain their inventory. No, it didn't make a difference, did it? I don't think that's supposed to be there. I don't know how to get that out of there. How about like that? Alright, now we're making hydrogen and chlorine. Okay, now something's happening. Alright, so let's take some iron ore. And we'll put it in here. Zips right across. Iron slurry gets pumped into here and gets washed. and then it's going to come across here, and then we're going to have, I think, the crystal iron. Yep, iron crystal. And then from here it goes into the chemical injection chamber, just like we were doing with the ores before we set all this up. So there it is. Pretty compact. I was really just trying to do it with the least tubing and piping, and I did it way over here because, you know, I figured that the brine will be over here. There's no reason to transport it. I wanted to try to keep them separate, so I didn't run out of one for one thing and then the other thing wasn't working or whatever. So now the only thing left is to run some conduit, or cable rather, auto export the gunpowder into here, and then run an export bus to here, a fuzzy with all the ores, and then this will output. I'll probably just put the white ender chest here, and then I will set up a rule to put these crystals into the chemical injection chamber on the other end, which we can do right now. Let's go check it out. Actually, let me make sure everything is dumping as it should, or not dumping. Yep, I think we're good. So if we come back home, we're going to put the rule for iron crystals in here, and all the other crystals for that matter. They come in, they do their thing, they turn into shards and then clumps, etc. And then we're going to end up with 5 ingots for that one ore. So pretty cool. Going forward, I'm debating on whether or not to make a turbine. I was looking at some of the configurations, and we get way more power out of this thing than we would from running one of these and a turbine. So I kind of want to build one just to do it, and I'll probably make another reactor. We've got 35,000 yellorite and 10,000 cyanite. So, I mean, we're not short of resources. I just don't know where to put such a thing and what we would do with it. So if you have any ideas for something besides a laser drill that takes a ton of power, please let me know, because I'm kind of at a loss for what to do with any more than 25,000 RF a tick, not counting the control rods that I still have at 20%. So, I mean, we can get probably a few more thousand RF out of this. So if you have any suggestions, please leave them down below. I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Pardon my stumbling through that. This is the first time I've ever set up the 5x ore processing, and I was just following this flow chart on the mechanism wiki. I'll post a link in the description. So thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.